This is very serious. I, the Lord your God, am ordering you to open your heart right now as you are reading these words. This message is not an accident, not a coincidence, not something you stumbled upon by mistake. I am speaking to you in this moment because I see you, I know you, and I love you more than you understand. Do not skip this. Do not take this lightly. I am drawing you close because something is moving in your life, and I do not want you to be afraid. I want you to be prepared, protected, and at peace. Tonight, in your house, something will happen. But listen carefully, my beloved, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. I am not the God of fear, I am the God of peace. What I am doing in your house tonight begins first in your heart, in your mind, in the atmosphere around you. The Archangel who watches over you has been pressing, tugging, and alerting you because there are things that must shift. There are burdens that must be removed. There are shadows that must be pushed out by my light. There are doors that must be closed forever and doors that must finally be opened. That is why this message is in front of you now, my child. I have seen you lying awake at night, thoughts racing, heart heavy, wondering why certain situations keep repeating over and over again. You keep asking, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this pain? This rejection, this confusion? I have heard every one of those thoughts, even the ones you never said out loud. I am not distant from your pain, I am present in the middle of it. When you cry silently, I am there. When you force a smile so others won't worry, I see past it. When you feel alone in a house full of people, I know that loneliness, and I do not ignore it. There are things in your house that have been stealing your peace. It may be the tension between people, the unspoken words, the hidden worries, the debts, the fears, the memories that sit like weight in the corners of your rooms, the objects that remind you of wounds and betrayals. Tonight I am sending my presence to confront those things. This is why I say it is serious, because you have gone through long seasons of pretending everything is fine, telling yourself you will deal with it later, and later never comes. But I am declaring to you that later has become now. There is a shift I want to bring into your environment, and it begins with your willingness to let me move. You feel the tug in your spirit when something is wrong. You feel it when you are around certain people, when certain conversations happen, when you walk into certain rooms. You tell yourself, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe it's nothing. But I am the one who placed that sensitivity in you. I am the one who whispers, be careful. I am the one who nudges you. Don't ignore this. The Archangel assigned to you has been alerting, warning, and pleading, because there are influences that cannot be allowed to rule over the atmosphere of your home any longer. I am not only protecting your body, I am protecting your peace, your calling, your future. My beloved, you have allowed some people too close who do not carry my heart for you. They speak kind words in front of you, but behind doors they carry thoughts and intentions that do not align with the love I have for you. Do not be surprised if I begin to rearrange relationships in your life. Do not be shocked if suddenly some people distance themselves, some conversations fall silent, some connections fade. This is not rejection, this is my protection. I would rather remove certain voices from your home than allow them to keep planting seeds of doubt, fear, jealousy, and manipulation in the space where you are meant to heal and grow. Tonight, when you are in your house, I want you to become aware of my presence in every room. I am not just in a religious building, I am the God who walks through your hallway, who sits quietly with you in your bedroom, who watches over you as you lie on your bed. When you feel anxiety rise, I am there whispering, breathe. I am with you. When you look at your phone and feel disappointed by what you see or don't see, I am there saying, your worth is not in these notifications. Your value is not in who writes to you or who ignores you. Your identity is in me. This message is serious because you have reached a turning point. You cannot go forward carrying the same weight you have been dragging for so long. You are tired, my child. You are tired of pretending, tired of trying to be strong for everyone, tired of always being the one who understands, forgives, and adjusts, while others take you for granted. I see that tiredness. It is not weakness, it is simply the sign that you cannot carry what you were never meant to carry alone. You were never designed to hold the whole world on your shoulders. You were designed to lean, to rest, to trust in me, tonight. Something will break off your life if you let me in fully. I am not talking about a superstition or a scary event. I am talking about a spiritual breaking, a release, a loosening of chains you cannot see but you can feel. Chains of fear that keep you overthinking everything. Chains of guilt that keep making you replay past mistakes you have already apologized for. Chains of shame that whisper, you are not enough. Chains of comparison that keep telling you, look how far behind you are. I am cutting those chains in my name as you open your heart to me. Jesus is ordering you to open this not because he wants to control you, but because he loves you so deeply that he does not want you to miss the healing he is pouring into your life. When you hear order, you think of harshness, but I want you to hear urgency. I am urgent because time matters. Your peace matters. Your mental health matters. Your heart matters. You have spent years suffering in silence, trying to make peace with pain that you should have released, trying to normalize situations that were never normal. I am stepping into that silence now and saying, no more. The Archangel is begging you to pay attention because your discernment is waking up. Where you once excused everything, you will start to recognize what is unhealthy. Where you once tolerated disrespect, you will feel a holy discomfort. Where you once felt powerless, you will sense my strength rising in you. This is me moving inside your house, inside the walls of your heart, inside the atmosphere of your rooms, inside the patterns of your everyday life. I am not only changing what is outside you, I am transforming who you believe you are on the inside. There are conversations that occurred in your home that wounded you. Words spoken in anger, in carelessness, in misunderstanding. You remember those moments clearly. Some of them you replay when you are alone, wishing you had said something different, wishing they had understood you better, wishing you had not been blamed for what was not your fault. I was there in those moments. I saw how deeply it hurt. I saw how those words made you question your worth. Tonight, I am stepping into those old rooms of memory and rewriting the story over you. Where people used words to crush you, I am speaking words to restore you. You are precious. You are chosen. You are not a mistake. You are not a burden. You are not invisible to me. Listen to me. You have survived things that others have no idea about. You have endured heartbreak, disrespect, neglect, confusion, spiritual warfare, and emotional storms. There were nights when you did not want to keep going, but you did. There were days when you forced yourself to get out of bed even though your heart was heavy. There were moments when you thought, nobody would notice if I just disappeared, yet you stayed. That is not an accident. It is because my hand has been on you even when you did not feel it. It is because I preserved you for more than just survival. I preserved you for purpose. Tonight, in your house, I am igniting a quiet revolution inside of you. It begins as a small flame, the decision to trust me more than your fears, the decision to let go of what is breaking you, the decision to say no to what drains you and yes to what heals you. You do not have to shout it to the world. You do not have to explain it to everyone. This is between you and me. This is why I say, open quickly. Because as you open your heart in this moment, you give me permission to rearrange what has been out of order in your life. I see the things that make you anxious in your own house, maybe the financial pressure, bills, responsibilities, arguments, the tension with certain people, the feeling that you are walking on eggshells, afraid to disappoint someone, afraid of starting another conflict. You do not feel fully safe even where you sleep. So hear me, I desire your home to be a place of peace, not of constant tension. I desire your room to be a place of rest, not a battleground of your thoughts. I desire your pillow to hold your dreams, not just absorb your tears. For this, I am touching the foundation of what surrounds you and changing it from the inside out. Do not be surprised if after this, I begin to give you clarity about boundaries. Boundaries are not a lack of love, they are protection for your heart that I treasure. You have given so much of yourself to people who did not know how to handle such a precious soul. You poured and poured until you were empty, while others only came to drink, never to refill. Now I am teaching you how to guard your heart, how to say no without guilt, how to step back from what keeps breaking you. This is serious because your future depends on you learning that you are allowed to protect your peace. The Archangel has watched as you stayed in situations out of fear of being alone, fear of being judged, fear of starting over. But listen, you are never truly alone when I am with you. You are never starting from zero when I am your foundation. You are never without direction when my Spirit guides you. I am not asking you to make reckless decisions. I am inviting you to let me lead, step by step. I will never push you into danger. I will never call you into destruction. When I lead you away from certain environments or habits, it is always to lead you into something healthier, holier, more aligned with who you really are. There is also a cleansing I want to bring into your house. Not just dust and clutter, but spiritual clutter, things you hold on to that are tied to pain, to trauma, to people who have deeply hurt you. Some objects, messages, images, memories you keep only reopen wounds. I am whispering to your heart what needs to be removed, what needs to be released. When you feel that inner nudge, I don't want this here anymore, pay attention. That is how I begin to clear out the atmosphere. Your home should not be a museum of your trauma, it should be a sanctuary of your healing. You have prayed for my protection, and I have protected you from more than you know. There were situations that could have gone much worse, but they did not, because I intervened. There were plans formed against you that dissolved before they reached you. There were words spoken against you that I did not allow to prosper. There were traps set that you walked right past without knowing how close you were to danger. The Archangel watching over you did not rest, he shielded, redirected, and stood in the path of unseen arrows. You are still here because heaven has been actively guarding you. Tonight, as you are in your house, I want you to remember this. My presence is stronger than any darkness. My peace is greater than any anxiety. My love is deeper than any rejection. If you feel fear, speak my name. Call to me, not as a distant God, but as one who sits beside you in the quiet of your room. Say, God, I give you my home. I give you my mind. I give you my heart. Come into every corner, every memory, every fear. As you do that, I am moving. You may not see it with your eyes immediately, but you will feel the shifts, more clarity, more strength, more calm where there used to be chaos. My child, I also want to speak to the loneliness in your heart. You feel misunderstood, unseen, underappreciated. You give love, but you receive so little in return. You carry responsibility, but when you are the one in need, you don't know who to turn to. This has made you build walls, smile when you are hurting, say I'm fine when you are not. I see behind all of that. I am not fooled by your brave face, I am touched by it. I am moved by your attempts to stay kind even when you feel broken. I am proud of your heart, even when others overlook it, you are not invisible to me. I know the small acts of kindness you do that nobody sees, the messages you send to check on others, the sacrifices you make, the dreams you put on hold for the sake of someone else, the way you restrain yourself from saying hurtful things even when you are deeply hurt. These things matter to me. I record them, I honor them. And I tell you this, I will not allow your pure heart to be wasted. I will not allow your kindness to go unrewarded. I am preparing people, opportunities, and environments that will finally recognize the value of who you are. This is very serious because your calling is serious. The enemy has tried very hard to break you before you fully step into who I created you to be. That is why so much pressure has come against your mind, your emotions, your relationships. But what the enemy underestimated is my hand on your life. Every attack that tried to crush you only revealed how strong my grace is within you. Every dark season you survived became a testimony that you are more resilient than you realize. You are not weak for feeling pain, you are strong for still choosing love despite it. In your house tonight, I want you to choose something simple but powerful. Choose to believe that I am with you. Not as a distant idea, but as a real presence. When you walk from one room to another, imagine my light going with you. When you lie down, imagine my hand resting gently on your head. When you feel a wave of fear or sadness, imagine me standing before you, looking into your eyes, saying, I am here. You are safe with me. You are not alone. You have tried to carry yourself, but now I whisper, let me carry you. If you are afraid of anything specific in your house, someone's anger, an argument, an unsafe situation, or your own thoughts, I want you to reach out in wisdom. I have given you a mind, a voice, and the ability to seek help. It is not lack of faith to protect yourself, it is wisdom. I am with you in your decisions to seek safety, to speak up, to ask for help from trusted people or authorities when necessary. I do not want harm for you. I want healing for you. I will guide you as you take steps to create an environment that is healthy for your soul. The Archangel is begging you not to ignore this inner pull to seek safety, peace, and healing. Do not suppress it any longer. When you feel that something isn't right, you are not crazy, your spirit is sensitive. I made you that way so that you will not walk blindly into danger. I will send confirmations through circumstances, through repeated thoughts, through signs that align with this inner knowing. Pay attention, my child. Your life is too important to me for you to live it always neglecting what your heart is trying to tell you. Your story is not over. The house you are in now, the environment you see now, the people around you now, this is not the final chapter. I am writing new chapters for you. Chapters of peace, joy, restoration, and genuine love. But before I fully unfold those chapters, I am dealing with the old pages that still bleed with pain. I cannot build something new on foundations that are cracked by constant fear and unresolved wounds. That is why I am so serious in this moment. I care too much about your future to leave the present unattended, so hear me, my beloved. Tonight, in your house, there will be a shift in the spiritual atmosphere as you open your heart to me. It may feel like a deep exhale, a moment of surrender where you finally say, God, I can't do this on my own anymore. That is not defeat, that is the beginning of true victory. That is when I can pour strength into you. Because you are no longer trying to pretend you are invincible. You are not meant to be invincible, you are meant to be held by me. I have walked with you through every season, even the ones you thought I had abandoned you. There were moments you questioned my presence, moments you thought, if God really loved me, why would He allow this? I understand those questions. I do not reject you for asking them. But I say to you now, even when you did not see my hand, I was working. Even when you did not hear my voice, I was near. Even when you felt unlovable, I was loving you fiercely. Even now, as you read this, my love is surrounding you and filling the space where you are. Do not skip this moment. After you finish reading, speak to me from your heart in your own words. You do not need complicated phrases. Just be honest. Tell me your fears, your anger, your confusion, your exhaustion. Tell me what hurts. Tell me what you cannot tell others. I can handle it. I already know it, but there is power when you release it from your heart to me. When you pour out, I pour in. When you empty your pain to me, I fill you with peace that does not make sense to the world. I am very serious when I say this. Your life matters to me. Your story matters to me. Your future matters to me. I am not done with you. This night is not just another night. It is a turning point, a quiet but powerful moment where heaven leans close to your room and whispers. You are loved. You are seen. You are protected. You are called. The Archangel stands guard because your destiny is precious. I, your God, speak because I refuse to let you drown in silence. Open quickly, not with panic, but with trust. Open your heart, not to fear, but to me. I am in your house tonight, not as a frightening force, but as the gentle, strong presence who has always been with you through every storm. Let me stay. Let me heal. Let me lead. I am here, my child, and I will not let you go, my beloved child. Listen closely, because this message is wrapped in my love for you. I know your mind has been heavy, your heart has been tired, and your spirit has been carrying things no one truly sees. Tonight, I lean close to you and speak into the very center of your soul. This is very serious. Do not treat these words like just another passing moment on a screen. There is something I am doing in your life, and it is not small. It is not ordinary. It is not random. There is a move happening in your house, in your atmosphere, in your heart, and heaven is leaning over you with great attention. Jesus is not far away watching silently. I am here, with you, right now. As you read, you have asked me many times, God, do you see me? Do you know what is happening in my home, in my room, in my private life, in my thoughts when I'm alone? Hear me, I see everything. I see the hidden tears, the silent frustration, the way you've had to pretend you're okay in front of others while inside you feel like you are cracking. I see how you go through the motions of your day, yet when you finally sit down in your house, a different battle begins, the battle in your mind, the flood of memories, the replaying of conversations, the worries about tomorrow. Tonight, I am not ignoring that battle. Tonight, I am stepping into it. This is very serious because tonight is not like every other night. Not because some disaster is waiting, but because a decision is being made in the spiritual realm concerning you. The enemy has tried to turn your own house into a place of anxiety, fear, and heaviness. He has tried to make your home feel like a prison instead of a refuge. He has whispered to you that nothing will change, that this is just how life will always be, that you are stuck and forgotten. But I, the Lord your God, am telling you, I am not letting those lies stay as the final voice over you. Tonight, in your house, I am beginning a shift. Archangel Michael stands on assignment regarding you. Do not imagine this as a cartoon or some distant religious image. Understand it as a symbol of how seriously heaven is taking your situation. You are not abandoned. You are not left to fight alone. My angels do not move according to your feelings, they move according to my word. And my word over you tonight is protection, cleansing, realignment, breakthrough. There are things that have tried to sit in your home, in your atmosphere, attaching themselves to your mind and emotions, dark thoughts, despair, confusion, heaviness, even strange uneasiness that appears when you are just trying to rest. I am sending my light into that place, my child. Archangel Michael is not begging because I am weak or because my plans depend on your perfection. He is pressing your spirit because I love you too much to let you casually scroll past this moment. You have asked me for signs. You have said, God, if you are with me, speak in a way that I will not ignore. Consider this a gentle, loving shaking of your shoulders. I am saying, wake up, my beloved. Wake up to what I am doing. Pay attention to your own soul. Pay attention to what you feel in your heart as you read. This is not an accident. This is not just creativity. This is my kindness reaching for you again. Something will happen in your house tonight. not a horror, not a curse, not a nightmare I am sending, but a turning. Tonight, if you are willing, I will begin to rearrange things inside you. I will confront the heaviness that has been sitting over you. I will touch the room where you cry. I will visit the corners of your heart where you have hidden your deepest disappointments. I will step into your memories. I will bring peace into the very place that has felt unsafe and unstable. But listen carefully, I will not force my way into closed doors of your heart. I knock, I call, I urge, because I love. This is very serious because your thoughts have been wandering close to dangerous territory. There have been moments you felt like giving up, maybe not in a dramatic way that others would notice, but in tiny ways, giving up on dreams, giving up on joy, giving up on real love, giving up on the idea that anything good is coming for you. You have felt yourself lower your expectations so you won't be disappointed. You have coached your heart to want less so it doesn't hurt so much when you don't get it. But I did not create you to live with a small, shrunken expectation of life. I did not design you to accept pain as your permanent identity. I am the God who restores, who lifts, who rebuilds, so tonight, in your house, something is going to shift inside of you, if you allow it. A thought pattern will be challenged. A lie will be confronted. A weight will begin to dissolve. You might not feel a lightning bolt from the sky or see a flash of wings, but you will notice that my words keep echoing in your mind. You will notice that something inside you refuses to agree with hopelessness the way it used to. That is my spirit working. That is my presence moving in your atmosphere. You need to understand how precious you are to me. You have imagined that my attention is only on big people, famous people, powerful people, those who seem more holy, more perfect, more successful. But look at where I am placing my focus right now, on you, in your own house, in your own real situation. I am not embarrassed by your mess. I am not surprised by your weakness. I do not turn away from your confusion or your questions. I move toward you in it. The same Jesus who walked into messy, imperfect homes, who sat with broken people, is the same Jesus watching over your house tonight. My child, there are things in your environment that need to be addressed, and I am alerting you in love. There may be objects, memories, or even habits you cling to that keep reopening old wounds. There may be a pattern of conversation in your house, words of self-hate, constant complaint, fear-filled talk, that creates an atmosphere of heaviness. Tonight, I want you to become aware. Not to condemn yourself, but to cooperate with me. Notice what you allow into your home, what you watch, what you listen to, what you speak, what you meditate on late at night. I am not here to control you. I am here to free you. But freedom often begins with awareness. Archangel Michael's begging is better understood as my deep urging in your spirit. You feel it when something inside of you says, "Stop." Don't go back to that conversation. Don't open that message. Don't scroll that page. Don't keep feeding that insecurity. You feel that inner nudge when you stand at the doorway of choices. That is me, not to burden you with guilt, but to rescue you from cycles that break your heart again and again. Heaven is not passive about you. Heaven is not indifferent when you hurt. When you silently lie in your bed and wonder if anyone would truly notice if your heart disappeared, I notice. I am there. Tonight is serious because I am inviting you into a different agreement. You have been unconsciously agreeing with the thought, nothing will ever change in this house, in my life, in my heart. But I am asking you to agree with me instead. Agree with the truth that I am able to change what you cannot. Agree that I am bigger than the mistakes you've made. Agree that I am greater than the atmosphere around you. Agree that you are not cursed, not forgotten, not punished beyond hope. Your life, even with its complications and pain, is still under my eye and my care. I know there are fears connected to your home. Maybe it is the fear of losing it. Maybe it is the fear of who enters it. Maybe it is the memory of things that happened in it, arguments, betrayals, disappointments, secrets, or loneliness. Your house has heard your cries. Your walls have seen your breakdowns. Your bed has carried the weight of your silent tears. Tonight, I extend my hand right into that place. I am sanctifying your room, cleansing your space, and declaring that where you sleep will not be a place of torment but a place of encounter with my peace. You may not feel it fully at once, but you will notice a gentle shift as you let me in. Hear me clearly. If you feel unsafe because of real, physical danger, someone hurting you, threatening you, or making your home unsafe, I am not telling you to just endure it silently. I am not commanding you to stay trapped in abuse or violence. Part of my protection over you includes giving you wisdom, strength, and sometimes the courage to reach out for help, to call for support, to move your feet toward safety. I send my angels, yes, but I also guide you toward people and resources that can help protect you. My love for you is not only spiritual, it is practical, real, and caring. In the unseen realm, Archangel Michael stands as a symbol of war on your behalf. Not war against your family, not war against people, but war against the darkness that tries to cover you. I am exposing lies whispered into your mind. You are a burden. You are a failure. You deserve pain. No one will stay. No one really cares. These are not my words. They never were. My words over you are loved. You are seen. You are still chosen. You are still capable of joy. You are still worthy of peace. Tonight, in your house, I want these words to ring louder than any other. You may look around and see no visible change, same walls, Same furniture, same noises outside, same responsibilities tomorrow, but remember this: the first place I transform is inside you. Before circumstances shift, hearts shift. Before doors open, mindsets open. Before you experience a new chapter in your life, I begin by turning you gently toward it from within. That is what is happening as you read. You are being turned away from despair, toward hope, away from self-hate, toward self-compassion, away from numbness, toward feeling again with me beside you. Tonight, I am also touching your memories. There are scenes from your past that replay like a movie when you try to sleep. Embarrassments, traumas, moments you wish you could erase. Words that hurt you and words you said that you regret. You often lie awake in your house, rehearsing those moments, feeling them like fresh wounds. But I am not only the God of your future, I am the God who can enter your past and heal its effect on your present. I cannot change the fact that it happened, but I can remove the poison of it from your soul. I can loosen its grip on your identity. I can rewrite what you believe about yourself because of those moments. My child, I know you have felt unworthy of my attention. You have thought, why would God care about me this much? There are people with bigger problems, bigger needs, bigger destinies. But in my eyes, your tears are not small. Your story is not unimportant. I am big enough to care for all of my children without your pain being minimized. When you hurt, it matters to me. When you are afraid in your own house, it matters to me. When you long for a safe place inside and out, it matters to me. So I am speaking directly to you now. You are worth protecting. You are worth healing. You are worth guiding. You have prayed prayers that felt like they were swallowed by the ceiling. You have whispered, God, if you are real, show me, and then felt silly for saying it. But I listened. I did not laugh at you. I did not ignore you. I have been working in ways you did not see, delays that protected you, closed doors that saved you. Random hesitations inside you that prevented you from walking into harm. There were nights you thought you were alone, but I stretched my hand over you. You did not see the full extent of what I held back, but heaven knows. You are still here, and that is not an accident. Tonight, I invite you to do something simple but powerful in your house. Wherever you are, your bed, your chair, your floor, pause for a moment, place your hand on your heart, and breathe. You don't need fancy words. You don't need to perform. Just whisper, even quietly, God, I let you in. Let me into the fear. Let me into the anger. Let me into the confusion. Let me into the things you don't even know how to speak about. I am not afraid of your honesty. You can tell me everything. I will not turn away. Your truth does not scare me, it opens the door for my healing. As you do this, know that Archangel Michael standing over your house is a sign of how guarded your journey is. The darkness that whispered you were alone is being confronted. You may still feel sadness sometimes. I am not promising every feeling will instantly vanish. But I am promising that you will not have to carry them the same way. You will begin to notice moments of unexpected comfort, small signs of my presence, a word you read that speaks directly to your heart, a song that suddenly feels like it was made for you, a sense of calm that appears when you would normally panic. These are not coincidences. They are touches from me. You are not reading this by accident. I know how many distractions pull at you, how many other things you could be doing. Yet here you are, with these words in front of you, and something inside of you is still here, still reading, still listening. That part of you that refuses to fully give up, that is where I am breathing right now. I am strengthening that part. I am telling it, you were right to hold on. You were right to hope. You were right to try again. I do not call you foolish for believing, I call you brave, my child. This is very serious because you are at a turning point. Not a dramatic movie scene where everything changes in a second, but a deep, inward pivot. The way you speak to yourself can change. The way you see me can change. The way you see your home can change. Where you once saw only a cage, you will begin to see a place I am transforming. Where you once saw only pain, you will begin to recognize moments where I was quietly sustaining you. Where you once believed you had to survive alone, you will realize you have always had a companion. Tonight, let this truth settle inside you. I am not condemning you. I am not disappointed in you for being tired, scared, angry, or confused. I understand every layer of your emotions better than you do. I know the story behind every reaction, every habit, every defense. I see the child inside you that was hurt. I see the teenager inside you that was misunderstood. I see the adult inside you now, trying to be strong while still bleeding inside. And I cover all of that with my compassion. I will not shout at you for not healing faster. I will walk with you step by step, as you go through your night, whether you stay awake late or fall asleep quickly. Know this, I am watching over you. Not as a distant judge waiting to find fault, but as a father, a friend, a protector, a healer. The walls of your house cannot keep me out. The darkness of the night cannot hide you from me. The noise of your thoughts cannot drown out my presence. I am nearer than the breath in your lungs. When you feel a slight quiet in your heart, a brief moment where the chaos pauses, that is me standing still with you. If fear tries to rise tonight, speak my name. Call out to me in whatever words you have. You do not need perfect sentences. You do not need to sound religious. Just be real. Say, God, be here with me. Jesus, stay close. I respond to sincerity, not performance. When you call, I incline toward you. When you reach out, I hold you. And if you feel nothing, still know that your call matters. Even when your emotions are numb, your spirit is heard. Remember this. What happens in your house tonight is not only about this one night. It is about the beginning of a new awareness of my presence in your everyday life. You will start to recognize me more, in small graces, in moments of strength you didn't know you had, in kindnesses that come from unexpected directions. Your story is not finished. Your house is not a place of doom, it is a place I can fill with my peace. Your heart is not a lost cause, it is a garden I am recultivating with patience and love. So, my beloved child, take these words seriously not because I am threatening you, but because I am inviting you into something tender and real. This is very serious because you are precious. This will happen in your house tonight, a quiet encounter, a gentle stirring, a beginning of healing, a protective covering, a new agreement with hope. Archangel Michael's alert is my way of saying, pay attention, I am here. Let me work. Trust me with this night. You do not have to fear the future. You do not have to fear the night. You do not have to fear what comes next. Walk through this night with the awareness that I walk with you. When you lie down, I am there. When you wake up, I am there. When you step into tomorrow, I am there. Nothing in your house, nothing in your past, nothing in your thoughts is too dark for my light. I am with you, now and always, and I will not let you go.